Chamberlain passed away today of an apparent heart attack at the age of 63. His legend began at Overbrook High School in Philadelphia. It was the mid-1950s, and no one had seen an athlete with Chamberlain's size, strength, and skill. It was the beginning of his unwanted role of Goliath.
And when you're 7 foot, you embody power, strength, a lot of things doing physicality, but nothing to do with sensitivity.
But he did have a soft side, and he was really perplexed that people would get on him and maybe boo him. He couldn't figure that out because he thought he was a good guy.
2 All-America seasons as Kansas and 1 year with the Globetrotters served as his entree to the NBA. Wilt unstoppable from the beginning. 1 season averaging 50 points per game, 100 points in a single contest.
Before that game, we took a bus to Hershey. There about 3 hours or so before the game, and they had this little pinball machine which you shoot with a rifle, you know. And the guy who was at the door, who had been working in the arena for, I guess, umpteen years, said, "God, you're just breaking all sorts of records with that machine because we never seen scores like that." And I really was hot. It was one of those things that happened. You relax, and things were just going well, and it carried right out to the basketball court.
Individually, Chamberlain was always king, but his 2 NBA titles paled to rival Bill Russell's 11 with Boston.
But I think Wilt was a happy man. I think he believes that he was probably the best basketball player that has ever lived. Certainly, I think he's the best big man that has ever existed up to this time. He was a very diverse man and did a lot of things, and I think he had a pretty good life. Unfortunately, I'm shocked by it and saddened, but he did die too young.
By most accounts, Chamberlain was his own counsel. He never married, spent his life minus children, but nonetheless leaves a legacy of being a role model away from the basketball floor.
Wilt is one of the first black athletes. When he retired, he never worked again. And he didn't make the mega money that they made today. He was very, very smart with his money.
All right, sure, Chamberlain had his critics. He didn't win enough championships. He was too self-absorbed. His 1991 autobiography, where he claimed 20,000 sexual conquests, had to bite back as a source of personal embarrassment, but rate Chamberlain on flat-out individual achievement, and he very well could be the most dominant team sport athlete this country has known. More on the passing of Wilt Chamberlain later in the broadcast.